There was an incident in 2003,
Yeah.
which ultimately led to your prison sentence.
Yes.
I mean, now that you've served your time, can you talk about what happened back then?
Yes. I mean, it was actually something that uh, was caused by just being in the wrong place at the wrong time with good intentions. So, you know, the guys are still around who were involved. You know, it was a shooting that took place, and you know, I was informed on, you know, by these guys. And a lot of people, let me clear this up right here for those who might not know, had nothing whatsoever to do with Snoop or anyone from the dog pound or, you know, his camp beyond that, his personal staff or nothing. It was some guys in Long Beach that tried to step on my toes, and it's just something that just flared up, you know, spontaneously, and I was informed on, like I said. So I was actually facing 122 years.
122 years.
Yes, for gang. I was facing 50 years on gang allegations alone, and that's a charge they have for gang members when you use a firearm. It's like 2, 5, and 10 years. If you use a firearm, if you're intimidating with it, I don't know what the 5 is, but 10 is if it's discharged. And being that I had actually discharged it, you know, I could have got that. So it took me 5 lawyers and a year and a half to get them down to 12 years. And I pretty much didn't have no choice but to take it and go walk it off.
Did anyone get hit in that incident?
No, they didn't actually.
Okay, so it was just a shooting, but no.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're going to give you 120 years. 120 years, that's what you said?
122.
120 years, even though no one actually got hit.
Yeah, because of my past. And
your past.
I told you, the firearm history.
Right.
It's just like this guy just, I think I might have been a cowboy back in the 1700s or something, man. I just can't.
I mean, how did it feel, you know, looking at 120 years?
Oh, it was devastating. It was devastating. I mean, you know, without a firm belief in God, no matter how cliche people might think it sounds, you know, without that to, like, you know, go to in them dark hours, and like, man, you know, I'm just coming off of world tours and,
Yeah.
you know, nice home and luxury cars, and I'm sitting here eating something I can't even, you know, really stomach, you know, and it's just like I'm finna be behind these bars and, you know, with these people using the restroom and, you know, all together and shackled, and I said, man.
Bunch of men.
Yeah,
no women around.
men. So, you know, it was like, it was heavy, man, but, you know, really, you know, I knew that I put myself in that position, and I knew I was doing a lot of things at that time that I shouldn't have been doing. So, you know, I took it on the chin, man, and walked it off.
So it was a plea bargain for 12
Yeah, it was
years?
a plea bargain,
Okay.
definitely.
Now, usually in cases like this, they usually offer to lessen your time if you cooperate and, you know, tell
I didn't
them
have
about.
nobody to cooperate on. It was just me.
Okay.
It was just me. You know, I don't.
Well, but you know, but sometimes they ask for other information that non-related
I
to
didn't
the
have
case.
nothing for them.
They
I
had
had
nothing.
nothing for them.
Did they try that?
No, not me. Not on me. Not on me. They knew they'd had to do some waterboarding, a Chinese torture or something to get me. No, my lips stay sealed on business.
So ultimately, you pleaded out to 12 years.
Yeah.
As opposed to go to trial and potentially get 120 years.
Yes.
How now? I assume that was the longest stretch you've ever done.
It was.
Your longest stretch before then was what? 3 years?
5.
5 years.
Like 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Still very significant.
Yeah, it was significant.
For 4.5. That's high school.
From 14 to 19.
That's all of
when I
high
did it.
school. You know what I mean?
14 to 19. That's
14 and 19. You missed most of your teenage years in a cage.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So doing the 12 years, but you know, now you're doing 12 years, but you're the rapper Trey Deee.
Yeah.
How was the treatment? You know, you were at the men's colony.
Yeah, that was where I finished my time. I started it at Salinas Valley State Prison in Soledad. It was level 4 yard,
Okay.
maximum security.
Maximum security.
Yeah, I had to do my first 3 years there as I had a gang-related crime.
Okay.
So when you come in with a gang-related crime, they put you in the pen with the wolves. So, see how you can stand up.
They don't, a lot of times they put celebrities in PC.
Yes, they do.
Do they offer you that?
Yes, they did.
And you said?
I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. I mean, it wasn't even a thought, because maybe if I wasn't, recognized as a figure in the gang culture or whatever, maybe if I was just a regular citizen, I might have opted for that. But, I talk too much shit.